Welcome, viewers, listeners, and especially our Exeed College faculty members. I am Ali Imdad Nasir, and this is presentation we will explore how international human resource management (IHRM) practices vary across the globe. Specifically, these four countries: USA, China, Nigeria, and Australia, and analyze their impact on organizational performance and cultural dynamics. So, let's begin with introduction. What is international human resource management? International human resource management involves managing people in multinational contexts. Unlike domestic HRM, IHRM, international human resource management must address cultural diversity, varied labor laws, and economic environments. Understanding these differences are essential for effective strategy, leadership, and organizational performance. Globalization has made cultural competence, legal awareness, and strategic agility vital in human resource management. So, comparative analysis of all four countries which I am going to talk about is comprises of these three things: organizational behavior, key HR challenges, and best practices. First of all, I'm going to talk about US HRM practices. American human resource management is driven by compliance, diversity, and innovation. US companies often use tech-driven recruitment and performance tools. However, immigration laws and political uncertainty, like every government make their own immigration laws, affect talent access and long-term HR planning. International human resource management in USA organizational behavior reflect high individualism and low power distance. Employees value autonomy, merit-based promotion, and clear communication from leaders. These factor influences how HR practices in US are localized. In this slide, I'm going to talk about the key challenges and best practices of US HRM. USA HRM is highly structured and performance oriented. Challenges often revolve around legal compliance, workforce diversity, and union negotiation. To navigate US complexity, companies focus on legal adherence, inclusive culture, and investing in talent development. These strategies enhance retention and engagement. US HRM emphasizes diversity, equity, and inclusion in recruitment and training. Flexibility of work through hybrid work model is among best practice of US HRM. Now, the second country I'm talking about is China. We explore how organizational behavior and HR challenges manifest in China. Culturally, China is highly collectivist, means implies value group harmony and loyalty over individual success. There is a deep-rooted respect for hierarchy, so senior leaders are rarely challenged, and decisions flow top-down. Communication in the Chinese workplace is often indirect to preserve face and avoid conflict. A unique concept called Guanxi, which means building a strong and personal trust-based relationship. Guanxi is fundamental to businesses and HR operation in China. Also, from an HR perspective, one more thing, HOKO system restrict internal labor migration, making it hard to attract talent to major urban centers. Additionally, the labor contract laws enforces strict compliance rules, increasing the complexity of hiring and managing employees. Another growing concern is high turnover among young professionals, driven by changing expectations, limited work-life balance, and a competitive job market. Foreign HRM managers also face multicultural misalignment, especially in the areas like feedback style, speed of decision, and relationship management. These cultural nuances make it crucial for international companies to localize their HR strategies when operating in China. So, in slide number 6, I am going to talk about HRM best practices in China. Firms succeed by blending local customs with global practices. Investing in local leadership and cross cultural understanding is a key. To begin with, localization is critical. Many companies tailor their HR policies to align with Chinese labor laws and local business cultures. This ensures legal compliance and cultural relevance. A hybrid leadership style blending Western efficiency with Confucian values of respect and hierarchy has proven successful in managing diverse teams and gaining employees' trust. For expatriates, companies are investing in pre-departure cultural training to prepare them for differences in communication, work ethics, and decision-making skills. Together, these practices bridge the cultural gap and enhance long-term talent retention in China. The next continent or the country which I am going to talk about is African continent, and the country is Nigeria. HRM faces socio-economic challenges in Africa. Organizations contribute to upskilling and employability through training initiatives. Partnerships with local communities and CSR are key elements of HR policy in Nigeria. Nigeria's HR practices reflect a high contact culture with centralized decision making. Economic and infrastructural challenges shape HR strategies significantly. HR in China thrives when localized, empowering communities, leveraging CSR, and offering flexible benefits improve both retention and companies' image. African work culture often values respect for hierarchy and group harmony. However, with globalization, there is a rising shift towards transformational leadership and structured HR systems. So, the fourth and the last country which I am talking about is Australia. HRM in Australia is employee centric. Leaders are supportive and feedback is frequent. Australia's HR environment values individualism, direct communication, and work life balance. Egalitarian workplace means low hierarchy and open access to leadership. Key challenges include talent shortage, multicultural team management, hybrid work expectation, and gender inequality in leadership. Australian human resource management leads in employee well-being and innovation. Government collaboration and digital tools enhance workforce agility. In Australia, HR practices that are progressive remote work models, tech-driven HR operation, and mental health support are common. However, attracting talent to remote areas remain challenge. This comparative table highlights key aspects of leadership style and workplace behavior across four diverse countries like the US, China, Nigeria, and Australia. As we can see, leadership style ranges from participative in US to more authoritative in Nigeria, with China showing hierarchical tendencies and Australia showing lean towards egalitarian approach. This table is also discuss about the difference of recruitment and selection, also in training and development, performance management, and compensation and benefits and employee relations between their companies. Now, this another table shows how each region approaches HR differently. Cultural values, legal structure, and economic realities shape human resource management in distinct ways. No one size fits all approach. Different continents face distinct challenges. Different countries face different challenges. Best practices are shaped by culture, laws, and resource availability. Training methods are also highly localized. To wrap up, we have seen how international human resource management must adapt to various local conditions while keeping a global mindset. The future will demand not just HR expertise but also cultural intelligence, digital fluency, and strategic agility. Companies that manage this balance effectively will thrive in evolving global landscape. This last slide lists all references used throughout the presentation in Harvard referencing style. Thank you for bearing and listening me. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.